Today I am making a keto no-bake cheesecake. Very easy, very quick, and very simple. If you ever have a craving for something sweet, it is best to have something readily available that is low carb or no carb, and something that you know is keto friendly so that you stay on track and stay on your weight loss journey. Here I am making the crust, and I have just added in some almond flour along with the sweetener of choice, and I combine that together. Now I'm going to add in some pecans to this. I like to add in pecans. It gives it a good texture. So take the amount of pecans that you want to add in, a couple of tablespoons or a quarter of a cup, and make sure that you chop those up really, really good before you add them into your crust. Now I'm going to take these pecans and I'm going to add them into my almond flour and my sweetener. Normally I would add in a little bit of coconut flour to this, but I don't have any available. Mix this up really, really well, really, really good. You want to make sure that these ingredients are really combined well. And then to this, you want to go ahead and put this into I use a hot skillet. Put that into your skillet, and you want to make sure that you start stirring it immediately because you do not want it to burn. And it will burn if you do not stir it constantly. What this is doing, you are making a graham cracker crust for your cheesecake. It will remind you of graham crackers. It's very, very good, and you will really be surprised by the texture that you will get for your crust once you finish getting this browned to the color that you desire. Now, I like mine to be a bit of a darker brown because I do want it to look like a graham cracker crust. And this smells so, so good as you are making it. Okay, this is about brown enough. I'm going to go ahead and add this into my dish here. And then I am going to just make sure you spread it over the pan good. To this, I'm going to add some butter. Now, you want to make sure that you put enough butter in. I put this much butter in to start, but I ended up adding a lot more butter to this because you want to make sure that it's going to stick to your pan really, really well. Now, after you get this pie shell in your pan, you can either bake it if you want to for, I'd say, about maybe 8 minutes, somewhere around there. But you remember, you don't want it to burn. So you can bake it. Once you get it baked or whatever, pull it out of the oven. And let's get ready to go ahead and start on our cheesecake filling. You all look at that crust. Now, I didn't bake my crust. I just used, find you something that you can go ahead and press this down into your pan. Now, mine is, when I put it in the refrigerator, then it will get hard enough for myself since this is a no-bake. But if you want to bake your crust, you can. Okay, so let's start on our cream cheese, our cheesecake filling. For that, I used about 2 packages or 2.5 packages of cream cheese. Go ahead and soften this up, and then I added about, I'd say about maybe close to a quarter cup of heavy whipping cream. To this, I added my sweetener of choice. You can choose whatever sweetener you like, and add in the amount of sweetener to your taste is what I do. I taste as I am going along. To this, I added in some vanilla flavoring and also some lemon juice. Also, I'm adding in a little bit of sour cream to this. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up really, really good. And after it's mixed, I'm going to go ahead and add it to my pie shell. I'm going to place it in the refrigerator until in the morning, and then I'll come back and show you how delicious and beautiful this cream cheesecake comes out. Here you see the pie crust. I'm getting ready to go ahead and add in the cream cheese filling to this. And you just want to spread it all the way across. I could have added a little bit more cream cheese to this so I can have a really heaping big cheesecake, but I didn't want to make too much. Actually, I should have actually kept it a smaller cheesecake so I won't eat so much of it. But you want to go ahead and spread this all the way over. And this crust, you all, is going to be flaky. It's going to be so flaky and so good. And I like to have my crust like that so I can just add a little bit of the flaky crumbs on top of my pie as I plate it. So here is the pie after it is done. Well, I keep calling it a pie, but here's the cheesecake after it is done. As you can see, that looks very, very good. It's delicious. And I made a raspberry mash to go with this. And that's something easy to do. Just some raspberries with sweetener of choice and a little bit of water. Now, this cheesecake is very low carb. So it's something that you can have in your refrigerator, which is what I'm going to use it for. To have it in my refrigerator for when I get a craving for something sweet. I will have something available that is very, very low carb. You don't have to add raspberries or any type of fruit to this. This cheesecake tastes good by itself. So this is just something that I wanted to share with you to let you know that there are some good keto desserts that you can make. Now, this is the next morning. I got up and when I got ready to break my fast, I had another piece of the cheesecake. But this is the cheesecake with the crumbs and with the raspberry mash.